the fights have to be sanctioned. And because we don't have the same rules as UFC, we have global rules set. So I think it's something to do with that.
It's the athletic commissions, yeah.
Yeah. I did a song with Titanium called Talung, and that's like really big.
Is that the one that... Do I play that song? It sounds so familiar to me.
It's played in every club still to this day.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
It's a big song. I'm impressed at the amount of bonuses that Chatri gives out because it's 350,000 baht for a bonus in the Thai in Lumpini, and just to see the fighters, it changes their lives.
For sure.
Like they would never be able to make that like in one night anywhere. Like, it's crazy.
So are there weird rules and regulations you have to follow as a one announcer that we might not know about?
Representing Thailand, Shannon One Shin Weerachai.
Nara Chompunich is a bundle of energy, and she's found the perfect stage to unpack her dynamism, one championship. After being born and raised in America, Nara came back to her family's native Thailand and signed a 5-year recording deal with GMM Grammy, the largest record label in the country. After her long career of music producing and MCing, Nara garnered the attention of the fighting world and is now known as the voice of one championship. These days, you can catch Nara belting about brawlers and bouts every Friday night live at Lumpini Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nara Chompunich.
Over 75% of the people watching this video are not subscribed. Could you please take a moment to subscribe to the Thaiger podcast? It would really help us out.
All right, so how long did you live in America? Like, what, you were born there, and until what age?
I was born and raised there, and I stayed there till I was 12.
12?
And then my dad is an oil engineer, so we moved to Malaysia for 5 years. And then I moved back to America for my senior year of high school.
Okay.
And went to college.
So moved around a lot. Yeah,
a little bit. Just
Yeah.
Malaysia, and then back to Texas.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Like, I moved around so much growing up, so I know that can be a challenge for sure, especially crossing cultural borders like that.
Different world.
Yeah, completely, I bet. So yeah, what was it like growing up? Like, your parents were born in Thailand, right?
Yes.
So what was it like growing up with immigrant parents in America?
Growing up with my parents being immigrants, it was they were always working so hard. Like I always they were working so hard. Like they were working so hard. Me and my sister were latchkey kids. We'd go to school and we just take care of ourselves and wait for mom and dad to come home from work.
Yeah.
So it's quite crazy.
Yeah, and I think that it tends to contribute to sort of it can create a cultural disconnect between your parents and yourself. Because my ex was similar. She was Australian, but born in Hong Kong, raised in Australia, and yeah, similar latchkey. Right, so almost exactly the same kind of story, and it's also weird because you're sort of like a translator, interpreter for your parents at the same time. Is that true for you too?
I don't know. No, I never really had to translate for my parents. They speak
but culturally, you know what I mean?
Culturally, yeah, definitely. They wouldn't totally different things. Like I did everything backwards. They worked so hard to live the American dream. And I came back.
Thai dream, baby.
Yeah.
Here we are, living it. Yeah. Couple of kids from America, making good. I love it. Cool. So, what made you decide to move back out to Thailand to pursue these opportunities?
It was my sophomore year in university.
Yeah.
I auditioned for American Idol.
Oh, yeah. You did an American Idol thing. I forgot.
Auditioned in Houston, and I made it to LA. They flew me out there. I was like, wow, I could really do this. So then I made it past the first round in LA, and the second round in LA, I got cut. I was like, oh, too bad.
Yeah.
It's okay. I tried.
And then you quit, and now you're just nobody.
No. I went back home, and I told my parents, Mom, Dad, I know I'm in university for architecture, but if I can do this here, I definitely can do it in Thailand. And, so
that's awesome. Yeah, that's so great.
A leap of faith.
Yeah, a leap of faith, and that sometimes you just got to believe in yourself to do that. And no easy feat to disappoint Asian parents, I hear. Just kidding. All right, were they supportive?
Yeah. No. No. They hated every second of it. But I guess now where I have established myself, they're okay with it.
See, success. That is that's the only way to prove it to them, right? Yeah, that's great. Cool. So, yeah, let's move on then. So, like, you didn't get started with one championship right away. So you came out to Thailand and you were pursuing a music career, I understand. So, can you tell me how that got started?
So I moved to Thailand and I sent my audition tape to the two major record labels. It's RS and Grammy here in Thailand, and they signed me as a trainee artist. And then so it was me and there was two other like American girls and one Australian girl. So they put us in a girl band. We were in a girl group.
Nice, dude. What was it called?
Triple Flavor.
Triple Flavor. I love it. Sexy. I'm gonna Spotify. Can I hit it on Spotify?
Yeah, still Spotify.
Hell yeah. All right, I know what I'm partying to this week. Cool. So yeah, what was the vibe? What was the sound you guys are going for?
The vibe was very pop, dancey. We did a lot of music videos with dancing, and I had a slow track that was like pretty big at the time.
Ooh.
And then I just realized that after a while, after we finished our tour, the next thing they had coming for me was like, Nara, we want you to sing jazz. I was like, why?
Jazz.
And they said, because your English is really good. I was like, that makes no sense as an artist. Like, hey. But I mean, I'm under contract, so I did a few albums for them more. And then on the side, I did a song with Titanium called Talung, and that's like really big. You notใจเย็นมันไม่ได้บอกไม่เป็นแต่บอกว่าเดี๋ยวก่อน
Is that the song I play all the time, guys? Guys, is that the song that I play all the time? Sing it again.
ทะลึ่ง baby you not ใจเย็น
Is that the one do I play that song? It sounds so familiar to me.
It's played in every club still to this day.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
It's a big song.
You're just every layer a new surprise. I love it.
No, and then so I stayed at Grammy, did like 8 albums in total, and I didn't want to finish out my last 3 years of my contract, so I decided to move to Singapore and pursue emceeing at nightclubs there because it was good money.
Yeah, Singapore for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And if you can do it right, like that's the thing. If you can establish yourself, that's awesome. Yeah, how was Singapore then? Yeah.
Singapore was awesome. I love Singapore so much.
Yeah?
It's clean, it's safe. Yeah, and like I just like it because like it's very tame and concise and efficient.
Yeah,
Like,
fair enough. Yeah. I mean,
so I have a lot of things to thank Singapore for. If I wasn't there doing my nightclub thing, I would never have been exposed to One Championship. Yeah, because One Championship is based in Singapore. The head office is there.
Yeah.
So I went to a few of their fights and I was like, oh, this is so cool.
The spectacle of it, right?
Before they had a lady called Lenny Hart, named Lenny Hart, and she's like legend. Like I was like, wow, her voice is like very operatic. I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then one day I was performing at a nightclub, and some guy came up to me, you should audition. I was like, for what? We're looking for a voice for One Championship. So I was like, sure, that sounds awesome. And 3 days later, there's like, Nara, where's your audition tape? I was like, I booked a studio.
Oh yeah, I actually read this.
Everybody else did not. They recorded it on the iPhone. I was like, oh.
Look
You
at you.
gotta keep it pro audio.
One up the competition, and you did that, right? Like
Yeah.
at the studio time, you made it sound good.
You have to do it studio. You
Yeah.
can't like it's going. It's so loud. You can't have imperfections.
It's a vocal performance that you're doing. Of course, it should be in a studio with like mics like this and stuff. Like people just doing it on their iPhones. Hilarious. So that was easy for you. Good competition.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah. So were you into fighting before this, or what was the deal?
I was watching fights. I enjoyed going to events, especially One Championship events. So I was a fangirl first and foremost.
Yeah.
And then once I got the job with them, I was like, this is so cool. My seats are the best.
I love that. Yeah. Can I sneak up there with you sometime? I don't know.
Not inside there because they're very like.
Look, I'm trying to throw
But
my
you're, like,
cloud
just behind
around.
me, just behind me.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I'll take it. Thank you. That's so cool. So you're doing regular events at Lumpini Stadium, right? That's
Yes.
it. So how does that? Is that weekly? What are we doing? Yeah.
Our events at One Lumpini Friday Fights is every Friday, with the exception of a few major public holidays. And yeah, we're there every Friday. Show kicks off 7:30, ends at around 11:30. Yeah, but really good fights. It's amazing.
You'll see me this week. I'm coming out. I wanna check it out. I haven't. Like I was just saying, I saw Bakao recently, and why am I not going to Muay Thai? Why am I not going to One things? Like it's so readily available, and it's such a fun thing to do. So yeah,
It's entertaining. Trust me.
for sure, blood sport. No, I'm just
There
kidding.
is seriously blood splattering. Like,
Oh, I know. Yeah, that's why I'm there. No, that's not why I'm there. But it is incidental. It happens. But that's really cool. So, what kind of martial arts do they do in One Championship? Is Is it? It's not all MMA. There's Muay Thai. What kind of rules are in there?
For one championship, we have MMA, and then we also have a Super Series, which is kickboxing and Muay Thai. So the difference that is like kind of a game changer now is that the Muay Thai, we don't use the big gloves. We use the 4-ounce gloves. So
Okay.
like it's pretty,
That's more brutal. Like probably you get a real pap.
you you get a clean hit, you're like, out cold, man. It's pretty.
Yeah, I remember one of the big KOs I saw from the one championship I went to was, it was a Muay Thai one that was like real. Oof. It was
Crazy.
rough. But it's just a fascinating sport, and it's also to see these guys really pour their hearts into these performances, right? You see, people go all in on creative efforts all the time. These guys are really, putting themselves on the line when they get in there, because it's like you're supposed to sell yourself as a killer, and then you get killed, right? Like, it's one of those things like, ooh, you talked all that smack, and now you're on the ground. So
But some of that's just like they fluff it out.
Emotion,
Yes,
yeah.
but I will say this at One Friday Fights, I'm impressed at the amount of bonuses that Chatri gives out because it's 350,000 baht for a bonus in the Thai in Lumpini, and just to see the fighters, it changes their lives.
for sure.
Like-
yeah.
They would never be able to make that like in one night anywhere. Like, it's crazy.
No, that bonus structure is so important for these guys, and it also incentivizes them, right?
sure,
Like
yeah.
make it more entertaining.
KO.
Like, yeah. So that's a big bonus too, 350.
It is.
I didn't know about that. I mean, I assumed there were bonuses. I just didn't know what the number was. And yeah, they make it rain. Is that
Make
it?
it rain. Make it rain. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Would you ever want to get back on the road? Would you ever like think about replacing him and stepping up into that main role? Like I know he's still there, but
I don't know. I think I much prefer the role I had before doing the fighter walkouts. I mean, I don't mind doing this. It's I'm still getting a grip on it and improving myself. But yeah, I don't know if I want to do Dom's like job.
yeah, well, that's the thing, right? So like that, you're shifting from just doing the fighter walkouts, and now you're doing like main like announcer work and stuff like that. So it feels like you're leveling up, right? Like you're getting there,
It's just a different job.
right?
It's like there's no musicality involved with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was why I wanted the other job. I was like, music, yes, love
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
vibes.
Yeah, I mean that was your bread and butter, right? Like with all the what was the name of the band? No, wait, don't tell me. Oh no. Okay, tell me, what is it?
What?
The name of your girl group?
Triple flavor.
Triple Flavor. But what is like would you ever get back into music? Because I know
Yes,
like
yes,
you judo a lot of this like one championship stuff into like getting gig work all over the place.
Yes.
So yeah, how do you do that? How do you make those connections?
I'm currently working on music right now with a couple artists in Singapore and hopefully soon in Thailand. But yeah, music is my passion, my love. I will never like drop it, but I need to find time to do it.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? Like these creative endeavors like are really hard to pursue when you're just so busy all the time. So, what's the plan then? Are you doing hip hop? What are you doing?
Pop R&B.
Pop R&B?
Yeah.
Oh, a little singing.
Hip hop just pays the bills for me. Like I
Yeah.
can freestyle and stuff. Like it's cool. It's fun. It's very easy for me. But my love is like R&B.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like that's the thing. I always feel there's not enough of it here. Right? Like, yeah, I know a couple of clubs that do like some good hip hop nights and stuff and some good like R&B stuff, but man, I feel like it's just a lot of like
Oh my gosh, yeah. I hate that.
yeah. I don't know. I don't hate it, but it's like
I hate it.
I need variety, right? Like I'm not the biggest fan, but and rock shows, man. I love rock and roll. What's your stance on rock, huh?
I like live music.
Yeah,
Live
yeah.
music's always good.
It's events, right? Like you do events. Like I go cover events all the time. Man, it's just fun to get out there and do stuff.
Vibes.
Yeah.
Live music is always better.
It is. It is. Yeah. It feels better than a DJ. Just like doing this thing. See, look at you. Well, you're like a performer too, right? I saw you perform
Yeah,
earlier
yeah.
this week. That's how we met, right? We were at the same event, and yeah, I saw you do your thing, man. Like, that was fun, and yeah, it's performance, right? Yeah. So, how does that like? I just don't understand how you can get the energy to do that all the time. Man.
Sake.
Yeah. Sake.
That night, sake.
Yeah.
Because I was doing the bartending thing,
Uh-huh.
and then change clothes like MC. It's like,
Yeah, yeah. I love the like
Sake.
magic trick you did there. That was good. And the sake teenies were flowing. That was nice. Fun event, that one. Are you gonna? Oh yeah, we'll talk after the show about that. That's funny. So one championship is like, what is the market that they're trying to target? Like, who are they trying to? Like, they're trying to grow, right? They're trying to get more butts in the seats, so to speak. But also, they're putting a ton of YouTube content out. Like, I see them posting lots of full events, right, where you can just watch the whole event for free on YouTube. What is the plan promotionally?
Well, since a few years back, we definitely wanted to hold our first event in America, which we just did last month. And that was a monumental show for us because in America it's UFC. But one championship really has a hold in Asia. Like I think like we've really grown organically, and then like the fans, I think they like that. We're not like fuck you, go like like, it's not like shit talking. So
no, it definitely seems more. It feels more respectful over here. I do have to say. And the funny thing, I actually know some drama about that one championship that it was in Colorado, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what the hell? Why is it in Colorado, right? Like, this is a big fighting event, so you might know the drama too. Guys. So usually it's Las Vegas, it's New York City, right? Madison Square Garden. These are when you do fights, especially if you're entering a new market, like one championship has the money, they have the production team, they could do these big places. So why Colorado? Do you know?
I do know, but I'm not sure. But this is what I
Gossip.
had heard.
Woo, juicy.
Just before one championship, there's also a bare knuckle
BKFC,
BKFC there in Colorado.
We've done work with them before,
What
actually.
I heard is that the fights have to be sanctioned. And because we don't have the same rules as UFC, we have global rules set. So I think it's something to do with that.
It's the athletic commissions,
Yeah. We have to get approval to through the event.
The thing is, like, why would Colorado approve and not Las Vegas?
Yes, I don't know.
This is the thing. It's UFC's relationship with the athletic commissions. They have such a strong relationship with the athletic commissions in Las Vegas and New York that one championship had no way to get in there. So, all right, Colorado. I guess we're going to Colorado, very close to Las Vegas, right? Like, it's like one state away. That was Is it
a monopoly that they have? I don't know. I have no idea. So
it's like real competition, right? Like there's always Bellator as well, and there's other regional competitive organizations. But obviously, UFC is pretty dominant in that market. And one championship represents the biggest competition.
I would want to see like champ versus champ.
Me too.
Dude, that would be so awesome.
Just like the world of boxing, right? Like there's different organizations. You have title unifiers, like that. Yeah, like let's make it bigger, right? I feel like they're competing with each other when really they could be working together and really growing the pie for everybody.
And having really awesome fights.
Tell me about it, man. I mean, that was the funny thing about that trade, right? It was like a big blockbuster trade with Mighty Mouse going over, Ben Askren coming here. That was cool, and it looked like they could do business, and it was like...
And then Ben Askren got kneed. I'm like, bro.
Dude, don't even get me started on that one. All right, so...
Fastest
quick
fight ever.
explanation. Yeah, it is the fastest fight ever. Ben Askren, the guy that won championship, traded to UFC. This was not a good look for one championship.
Nope.
Because Mighty Mouse went to one and looked good. Ben Askren came to UFC, did not look good. So, he was coming out for this fight. He had won his debut, but on a technicality. It was like a weird, against Robbie Lawler. I don't know if you know that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, he had him like a bulldog choke, and the ref thought he was out, but he wasn't out, and they just stopped the fight. Now, second fight, Jorge Masvidal. Oh, God. How long did it take?
A second? I don't know.
It was like 7. Yeah.
I was like, wow, that was quick.
Yeah, so Jorge Masvidal just, so Ben Askren's a wrestler. He goes in, he tries to go in for that.
Shoot.
And Jorge knew it was happening, just wham, straight knee to the face. Now, do you know how big of a tool Jorge Masvidal is?
I do not.
He got that moment tattooed on himself. So he has a tattoo of himself doing the flying knee to Ben Askren on himself.
On himself.
On himself. Like, do you have a tattoo of yourself on yourself?
I do not. I do not.
That just feels like a step too far. I think. I don't know. So, all right. Hey, let's talk about your ink, huh? What's your ink journey?
Cartoons, and more cartoons.
No way. What are you into?
Pixar, Disney.
Ah.
Yeah. It started off as just like I got one, and I was like, when I look at it, it makes me feel happy.
Yeah.
And then it just continued.
Do you have to show off? Do you get to show off the tattoos in your work at all, or do you have to cover them up?
No, they're fine with me showing it. They're cool.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah. So are there any weird rules and regulations you have to follow as a one announcer that we might not know about?
Just be polite, and
You're a face of the organization, right? Yeah.
yes, and don't get drunk, and yeah, I mean, like everything pretty much on the script is run by broadcast, and everything has to be on point. Don't freestyle your introductions. Don't add anything that's not in there. Yeah. So yeah, Dom said it right. Read dramatically, emphatically.
Dramatically, emphatically. Ooh, that's got a nice ring to it. Now, okay, you might not be comfortable telling me the story. Can you tell me the story of?
What story?
So she said she learned don't get drunk when you're doing this announcing stuff.
Yeah.
So how did you learn that lesson?
Don't fall for the people who are around you. Like yeah. Don't drink the poison. Don't drink the poison.
So what happened? Like, people just threw beers at you, and you're like, oh, okay, 1, 2.
It was
well, let's do too many. Oh, hold on. Bring the mic over here if you can. Yeah.
It was it was the wrong decision.
The wrong decision. Well,
yeah. Yeah.
So, is that on YouTube anywhere?
No. Okay, so the thing is, when we do when I was doing prime shows, I had already had a recording of my voice, so just in case I got sick or something happened, they have me back up recording. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Okay, so wait, so do you record it like before every time?
Yeah,
or?
every time for the big shows, but for Thailand, there's no recording.
Well, sure. Like, this is like more because you're going from like doing the big shows like infrequently to now doing a regular
every week.
event.
It's quite hectic, to be honest. Like,
believe it, yeah.
the schedule, everybody like on commentary, we're like, guys, this is like intense.
Yeah, are you doing commentary as well?
No.
Oh yeah,
That would be
I know
fun,
that's
though.
like way too much.
No,
like,
that would be fun.
Oh, it would be right.
It would be so,
yeah.
just like nonsense.
Ooh man, could I do that? I would love to do the commentary. Do you guys need English language
We
people?
should do a spoof commentary.
Oh, comedy commentary, baby. Let's do it. I always like the idea of doing like a fight companion thing. Maybe we could do it like on some one championship where you're free. Maybe.
I know no terminology or like any of the technical stuff.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny
oh my
thing.
God, his abs.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? If Snoop Dogg can do it, did you see that Snoop Dogg was doing? Like,
Yes.
he did not know anything. Like, if he can do it, we can do it. I think we'll be all right. But it is a funny thing to be able to like this. That's just wild to me that you just lucked your way into this. Like, you don't even know the terms. What's a real naked choke? What's a guillotine?
I don't know these things. No.
I love it. But I'm still gonna come and watch you do your thing. And then I can explain to you while I'm there. That'll be good.
Come through, please.
Yeah. Don't you worry. I will be there. I think that about does it. Like, I don't know. Do you have anything else that you want to add? We got to do some plugs for you right here at the end.
Plugs.
Yeah.
Come to Friday Fights. One Lumbini every Friday, 7:30. That's what we do. Come hang out. Feel the vibes. Come listen to me scream. Come cheer your fighters on. I mean, it's a good vibe. Everybody there is cheering enthusiastically. And it's really fun.
Yeah, like I haven't been to this one yet, but I'll be there on Friday, and I'm excited to check it out. That's for sure. And happening all the time, right? Weekly, so you can come and check it whenever you get a chance. That'll be fun. And what about any MC stuff you got going on? Anything cool? Events coming up?
I will be doing MC events, but overseas. I'll be MCing in Singapore and Malaysia. So I kind of ceased here in Bangkok just to take care of my health.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair play. Are you going? Well, I'll be whenever you got something going on. I want to come and check it out. It's just so fun to watch you do your thing, and a little ball of energy you are. It's infectious. All right, guys. Well, Nara, thank you so much for coming in and joining me today. And I'll see you at Lumpini sometime soon. Bye, guys.